Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dream Vessels Maker of the Month interview. I am your spokesperson, Ashley, and I'm so excited to be here talking to Kimberly. Kimberly, who is the brand owner of MILKA Method, an incredible candle company. Thank you so much for being here. How does it feel to be chosen as Dream Vessels Maker of the Month for March?
I am honored, I'm humbled, and we're in an industry where it's a candle maker just about in every city. And so just to be considered for this honor has been absolutely humbling. So I'm grateful and I'm just honored.
Um, let's talk a little bit about shipping, right? What are some of your current shipping methods and how has that been working out for you lately, especially with everything that's been going on with the pandemic and now we have, the war that's happening. What's shipping like for you right now?
So thankfully, the top of this year, I moved platforms. I moved from Etsy and moved to Shopify. One thing I absolutely love about the Shopify platform, after doing careful and considerate research, I needed to make that decision for my brand, is that Shopify bundles a shipping discount for you based on what your weight is and your package size is. And they offer you a discount up top. So normally I was spending anywhere from 12 to 18 bucks on one package, and now I'm down to $7.80, depending on weight. So I advise anyone that is selling any type of physical product that needs to be shipped to kind of research Shopify and any other platform that'll kind of help alleviate some of the stressors of that cost, because it is a lot and you don't want to necessarily. When I first started my brand, I was charging free shipping just to kind of get my name out there. I was willing to bite that shipping cost, but as my brand grew, there was no way I could feasibly just eat shipping costs. So I had to do the necessary research and figure out what's going to fit me and the more I ship. So Saturday actually was a slow day, and the amount of orders I had come through, I didn't spend anywhere near $60 in shipping. Mm-hmm. And I know I shipped off about 7-8 orders.
Wow.
So it's just, you want to do the necessary research. I know a lot of people like to go to certain platforms because they're popular and they're looking to these platforms to build their audience or their customer base for them. Mm-hmm. But do the research and figure out what platform works for you. And I absolutely hate. I was advised when I first got started to go to Shopify, and I didn't, because I was intimidated by the platform. Mm-hmm. Take your time, do your research. There are ways to alleviate shipping costs. You can get business accounts with UPS. Talk to a customer care associate. They will help you navigate that. But just kind of look into what they're offering small businesses during this time.
Wow, you dropped a lot of jewels right there, Kimberly. You dropped a lot of information that I know our viewers and audience will really appreciate. So thank you again for being so open and candid and not gatekeeping, right?
No.
It's about the community.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit more about customer service and customer satisfaction and all of that. Like how important is customer satisfaction to you?
Very important. MILKA Method will be 2 May 4th. And, I had my first like message. I call it a message, and it arrived to her cracked. Of course, I bubble wrapped and did everything I was supposed to. But just that one incident, I about died. And I was like, I can't carry this. I can't carry the emotional investment of my brand with me. I have to understand that we're human and we're not perfect. We're human beings, not human doings. So, we have to learn to exist and embrace and be flexible with, even the unsatisfactory, experiences. Be open-minded that things are not going to always go perfect, even though you put so much time and effort into it. So one thing I do in store, the store that I have is 18 other women-owned businesses in this one store, and we all collectively put in on this lease, and it's amazing. We all offer something differently.
Wow.
So we have like a children's boutique. There's a woman that owns a shoe company. There's another woman that makes jewelry. So it's so many of us in this one place, and we call it the collective, because it literally is a collective of dreams and visions under one roof. And so in store, we all chip in on packaging, like our tissue paper, our bags. We all just chip in and make sure that the customers in store are having a great experience. We are required to leave informational sheets in our area about what we carry and what's in our products. If it's something that is geared towards health and beauty, we have to put that information out there. And people love that. I've gotten messages from customers in stores that, hey, I just went to the collective. I didn't see you, but I love how you're telling me what's in my product. Because I believe people deserve to know, what they're burning in their home and things like that. Online, if you receive an online order from me, every online order gets a handwritten thank you card. Wow. I don't care if I'm processing 5 orders a day or 20, everybody gets a card and I address them by their first name like I know them. Because I want to, even though my brand already has the sustainability, I want to have that relatability as well. I want to be able to relate to me. So I'm not only benefiting the environment, I'm benefiting the community, whether it's locally or abroad, so everybody gets a handwritten thank you card and they can subscribe to emails when something drops. So that's what I'm doing now. Eventually, I would love to create a VIP membership where they get first interaction with new collections as they drop, just to say thank you for being exclusive to my brand. You can shop any major local or national owned candle company, but you choose to buy from me. So I want to give more perks about that. So I'm currently working on a program, an in-store program and an online program.
Kimberly, I think that really adds to your appeal so much. I mean, you're really building relationships. Like that's
all about it.
Like. It sounds like your brand is not just another brand that we can buy
right.
there. It's a relationship.
Right.
And I think that is just worth so much. And I think customers really appreciate that.
Yeah.
You've talked a little bit about your store. So let's talk more about the collective. Like how does that work exactly? Do you have like a portion of the store? Do you have like a couple of walls? Like, can you lay out how the collective looks for us, like visually? Like, what's your storefront look like?
Perfect. So the storefront is probably nothing like you've ever seen before. When you first walk in, the owners, Julie and Rebecca, they have their section to the left, and they have just I would say a full appeal of embroidery. They do embroidery, and my shelving is right there. So I pretty much lease a shelf monthly, and it was a good start for me because, being honest, I'm not ready for a full store lease. So this came at the perfect time, being invited to be a part of the collective, because that month prior, that November, I had finished my last contract in another industry that God had led me to retire from. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I was completely relying on online sales, and I'm not going to lie, I was nervous. And then I get this email from the owner saying, hey, we're getting ready to do something. Do you want to be a part of it? So it allowed me to increase my revenue and maximize my income by actually getting my product into a physical space. And so many candle makers struggle with that, because if you just have an online platform, unless you're doing markets weekly or you're signing up for events, or whatever you decide to do, it's a struggle to really push that product. You can have the most amazing product, but candles are an experience. People need to smell them, need to touch them, so that opportunity literally came the same week I retired from the industry I was in for 11 years. And it's 18 women-owned businesses. It's all women. Like I said, someone there makes jewelry. We have actually 2 jewelry makers in there. Same concept, but the designs are completely unique and intricate, and they each cater to a certain audience. One is more eclectic. One is more bright and bold and clay. So it's just amazing. And then we have a lady that sells vintage treasures in there, and she's booming because now she's bringing in that more mature audience, or the audience that love, antiques. So we're bringing in so many different type of, members from our community in under one roof. And you're automatically exposed to people that would have probably never experienced your product until they came to that one place. So it's amazing.
Right. How did you find them, or how did they find you? I'm so curious as to how this came about.
So literally a year prior, in December 2020, we did a market, and the market we were at, the owners had a booth and I had a booth. Okay. And that's how I ran across them. And they said, we have been following you since we left that particular show. And I was like, okay. And then they just reached out. And that was exactly a year, because we moved into the store December 11th, 2021. And the holiday shop was December 5th through the 6th of 2020. So,
Oh my goodness. So
yeah,
really, it was just because you were out there and you were,
I was out
putting your
there.
products out there and you were
Yeah,
networking and it
yeah,
worked out.
yeah.
Oh, so inspiring, so inspiring. So this is where we're gonna stop our first
Yeah,
half of the
yeah.
interview. So I'm gonna end the call now and I will call you right back.